All right, I'm going to share the 3 secrets for Aries, only Aries, about why you may be getting passed up for the promotion at work, why you feel like nobody has your back on the team, and why no matter how much you actually show up, do the job, execute, hit the numbers, and hit all the benchmarks, you still can fail to be seen, recognized, and heard within a work environment. We are diving into the 3 secrets, all shared specifically with Aries. Okay. The number one secret, the absolute number one secret holding you back at work is you're not cultivating emotional buy in and engagement, right? You're a trailblazer. I know you have the vision. I know you are locked and loaded. I know you are ready for action. The trouble is just because you have a vision, it doesn't mean that people are going to be able to see it or they're going to want to like help you bring it to life. When most people think about buy-in, they assume, and this is like totally normal, that they can delegate tasks or like give people more responsibility to get it. Sometimes even people will try to give money, raises, stronger salaries, and they think that will get buy-in. It doesn't. I'm talking about the ability, so the absolutely ability to create psychological presence for people so that they show up in their roles and do them better. There was actually a study about people who engage or disengage in these different like role identities at work and how it impacts their performance in the role. I'll quote this study below because I think it's like completely fascinating and a huge missing piece for most people. And here's what it says. Let me quote this. People can use varying degrees in selves physically, cognitively, and emotionally in their roles they perform as they maintain the integrity of boundaries between who they are and the roles they occupy. Presumably, the more people draw on themselves to perform roles within those boundaries, the more stirring are their performances and the more content they are with the fit. Okay, no, that's a lot to take in. I feel like the easiest way to understand this is you have to recognize that people have a mind, body, and a spirit. You know it. The mind is the cognitive, the body is the physical, and the spirit is the emotional. In astrology, this is the rising sign, the sun sign, the moon sign. So, for instance, some people, like employees at work, they'll only bring their mind into the job, or maybe they only bring in their body, or they only bring in their emotions. The idea is, and what this study I think talks about, is that if they can do all three and they apply that to their performance, that's when magic happens. That's when like quantum leaps and shifts happen. The study found that personal engagement in the workplace um, connected with psychological meaning. And I don't want to be like the most existential person ever in the universe. I kind of already am, but like when someone is engaged mind, body, and spirit, that creates meaning and that creates performance in the workplace. So I'm just boldly kind of stating right now that meaning is a symptom of properly engaging the psyche of your employees, of your coworkers, and your boss. Here's the issue as an Aries. You were literally born to execute. You were born to execute. It's what makes you a brilliant leader in times of stress. When everyone else is in panic mode, you can perform, they can't. You perform better under stress. Unfortunately, if you always deploy that same methodology, the likelihood of engaging your coworkers, employees, and boss in times that are not that heightened stress, they're going to fall short. And then over the long term, it hurts you. So think of this quote. When we rush, we skim the surface and fail to make real connections with the world or other people. I'm not telling you to slow down and try less hard. I'm telling you to create a different relationship with time. If you don't, your projects will grow stale, you'll grow bored, and you'll be on to the next big thing. The number 2 secret that is holding you back, number 2 secret that's holding you back is that, all right, here it is. You go from fire to ice. I have to be like seriously honest, and this is a problem. I am sure this problem has been with you for like personal relationships and professional. I mean, Aries is magnetic as fuck and inspiring. You rule the first house in astrology. You are a cardinal sign. You got that. It also means that you burn bridges very quickly on accident a lot. And I want to explain this fire to ice thing because this requires you getting out of your psyche and seeing yourself from somebody else's perspective. And I think this will be really, really helpful. So when people meet you, they see pure presence, they see pure passion, they see pure power. Because most people want to feel more alive and you naturally make people feel more alive, they gravitate into your aura, into your field. This is why they fall in love with you, right? And it's easy for you to fall in love. I would say the cosmic truth here is you are the master of romance and falling in love. Don't let it go to your head, please. You are also the master of falling out of love, hence the phrase from fire to ice. So I'm referring to how people view you, not how you view yourself. This is really, really important because every time I work with Aries, it takes a minute for this to sit in. You typically don't experience yourself as anything other than fire. Like you don't lose your sense of passion and persuasion that's in you, right? Other people, however, will see you as cold as ice. It's because you are kind of either like 100% in or you're 100% out and you do that, you flip fast, which means people are just like, they're not able to like mentally prepare. They experience you as hot one minute and then cold the next. And then, yeah, that's how it is. So think about this. Have you ever been like dating someone and then like one little thing happens and then they bug you and then you're done and you're like out? Or like maybe at work you were like so riled up for a new promotion, a new job, a new responsibility, and then you got it and it was like good for like 2 weeks, well, probably 3 months, and then it lost your luster and you're like, yeah, I'm just not into it. And so you stop doing it, you don't follow through with it, you delegate it out, you act like it's no big deal. Like that happens. That happens for your energy. You always feel your fire though, because you will be on to the next thing so fast. You will light the fuck back up. Other people will feel ice, you know? And what happens from the other person's perspective is they're going to start getting a little emotional with you and you're going to view this as insecurity. They're going to start saying things like, is everything okay? Did I do something wrong? And they're going to kind of do like a little fawning thing to you. And this bugs you because it just makes them look weak. And weak for you registers on a very deep level of your psyche as a threat to your safety. This is old energy. You can't fight it. So when you feel your safety is compromised, you're like, holy smokes. So you were like cold ice, and then you're like burning ice cold. Like, what the heck just happened? This is totally natural, and it's something you can learn from and grow from. Unfortunately, when they question you that way, um, it's such a turnoff. It's like insecurity and lack of confidence is a real turnoff for Aries. But they saw that something changed in you and they're not wrong. Like you had already somehow checked out and you were kind of like maybe not totally verbalizing it and owning your part of that. And so, though it maybe didn't feel overnight to you, it feels overnight to them. One day fire, one day ice. Um, and trust me when I tell you the things that they're saying to you are different than the things that they say to the employees and the team members. I don't know. They're just so cold, they'll say. They'll come to their boss and they'll say, I don't think they have any feelings. I don't know if we can trust them. They seem unreliable. How do I know this? Because I've managed people before. And what they say to you isn't what they're saying to the rest of the team. They'll be like, it doesn't seem like they actually want to work here. I don't know if we should include them in that next project. I know they're hitting their numbers, but it doesn't matter. Remember, please know they don't say it to your face. You get the, is everything okay? Did I do something? And that's the kicker because moving from fire to ice can make you appear unreliable and inconsistent in the eyes of your team members. And that's important, right? Like they, business is a team sport. You may not actually pose a physical threat to anyone. And you know that because you hit your targets and you're very good at executing. But you can pose an emotional threat. And I think you underestimate the power of feeling emotionally connected within the team can impact your own ability to perform over the long term. Okay, secret number 3 for what holds you back at work. Don't be mad. You mix romance with work. Okay. Did you know that there is a Forbes study and they said, I think this is bananas. 60% of adults have had workplace romance, and nearly 60% gossip about the romance. I am willing to go out on a limb here and guess that you might be a part of that 60% that mixes romance in at work. And here's the thing, I get it. You need to recognize you don't just fall in love, you fall out of love. So, thus, there are people who date at work and get married. I know it's true, but for you, it's a bad idea. I am not, please know, I'm not knocking falling in love at work. For some people, it works. For some people, with certain alignments in their charts, they can run businesses together. For others, they can't, and it's a hot mess. And for you as an Aries, you're like Project One runway. Like one day you're in, the next day you're out. And I fully appreciate the tenacity in you. I love the Romeo and Juliet vibes that you have. Like it's phenomenal. It brings people alive, and you're so competitive, and you get everyone to perform higher. But I can also guarantee that mixing romance for you creates a very unstable work environment if you do it at work, because the likelihood of you falling in love and staying in love, especially when you're younger and you're still in that phase, is unlikely. So you're just going to kind of be burning some bridges. Um, People at work and in teams, even though they do some of these behaviors unconsciously, they cannot handle inner office conflict well. This impacts their psychological levels of safety at work. And if they feel caught between two people, they don't know what to do. It is very frustrating, and it's going to cause a lot of issues with the team as a whole. Okay. So like you do not struggle from competence. You never do, or performance. The struggle is how to maintain emotional culture and connection to the whole team, right? Remember, you give mixed signals, you get mixed signals. Weak boundaries are going to really, really, really hurt you if you mix romance and work. So hold yourself accountable, of course. Now my smoke, this sage is going crazy. And keep yourself accountable at work. Find your romance somewhere else. Hey, if you don't know me yet, if you don't know me yet, my name is Emily Klintworth, and I am here to teach you that what serves you in the boardroom doesn't serve you in the bedroom. After 10 years mastering management and then 10 years mastering astrology, I am so excited to share all that I know with you. Thank you so much for watching my videos. If you would like to see more of them, go ahead and subscribe below and make sure you turn the notification bell on.